Ever feel stuck in a life that doesn't quite fit anymore? Like you're playing a character in a movie you didn't even audition for, just going through the motions? Before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button for Simple Stroke Official and ring that notification bell. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Let's talk about reinvention. It's a word that sounds huge and intimidating. It brings to mind dramatic makeovers, quitting your job, and moving to a new country overnight. But the truth is, real, lasting reinvention is much quieter. It's a subtle art, a series of small, intentional shifts that lead to profound change over time, at any age. Forget the idea that you need to tear everything down. Reinvention isn't about erasing who you are. It's about editing your life story to better reflect who you've become. Many people believe reinvention has an age limit. They think their chance passed them by in their 20s or 30s. This is one of the biggest myths holding people back. Your life is not a one-act play. It's a series of chapters, and you have the power to start a new one whenever you choose, whether you're 28 or 68. The process begins with a simple yet difficult step: honest self-assessment. You have to get quiet and listen. What parts of your life feel out of alignment right now? It could be your career, your habits, your relationships, or even just the way you spend your weekends. Acknowledge the disconnect without judging yourself for it. It's just data. This isn't about finding blame. It's about gaining clarity. You can't chart a new course if you don't know your current location on the map. It's a moment of truth. Once you have that awareness, resist the urge to make a massive, sweeping change immediately. That's a recipe for burnout and failure. Instead, we start with the micro shift. A micro shift is a tiny, almost insignificant change to your routine. It's so small that it's nearly impossible to fail at. This is where the magic really begins to happen. For example, instead of vowing to go to the gym for an hour every day, just commit to putting on your workout clothes. That's it. That's the entire goal. Or maybe you want to read more. Don't set a goal of one book a week. Just decide to read one single page before you go to sleep each night. These small actions seem trivial, but they do something incredibly powerful. They begin to change your identity. You start seeing yourself as a person who puts on workout clothes. You start to view yourself as a reader. These tiny shifts create evidence that you are capable of change, which builds the momentum you need for bigger steps later on. The next layer is re-engaging with your curiosity. What did you love to do as a kid before you were told what you should be doing with your time? Was it painting, building things, exploring nature, or taking things apart just to see how they worked? Those childhood interests often hold clues to your most authentic self. Don't worry about being good at it or turning it into a side hustle. The goal here is pure exploration. It's about rediscovering the joy of learning for its own sake. Sign up for that pottery class you've been thinking about. Go to the library and check out a book on a completely random topic that just sounds interesting to you. This act of following your curiosity sends a powerful signal to your brain. It says that you are open to new experiences and that your life is not set in stone. It injects a sense of play and possibility back into a world that can often feel rigid and demanding. It's about remembering how to be a beginner again, which is vital. Think of yourself not as a finished product, but as a work in progress. This mindset is crucial. It gives you permission to evolve, to make mistakes, and to change your mind. You are not the same person you were 5 years ago, and you won't be the same person 5 years from now. Embracing this fluidity is the essence of reinvention. It removes the pressure of having to get it right on the first try. There is no final destination in this journey of self-discovery. It is a continuous, beautiful process. So the first step isn't a grand gesture. It's a quiet promise to yourself to pay attention, to start small, and to let your curiosity be your trusted guide. You are simply allowing a more authentic version of yourself to emerge from the background. It was there all along, just waiting for you to notice and give it some space. This isn't about finding a new you. It's about finally uncovering the real you. The you that's been buried under years of expectations, obligations, and routines. The power to reshape your narrative is already within you. You just need to learn how to access it, one small, subtle choice at a time. It's a quiet revolution. Now that you've started with small shifts, let's talk about the next phase, editing. Think of your life as a manuscript. Not everything in the first draft belongs in the final story. To make room for the new, you often have to let go of the old. This means auditing your commitments, your relationships, and even your own limiting beliefs about yourself. What are you doing simply out of habit or obligation? What relationships consistently leave you feeling drained instead of energized? These are things you can choose to edit out. This process can be uncomfortable. Letting go of the familiar, even if it's not serving you, can feel like a loss, but it's a necessary step to create space. Consider the beliefs you hold about your capabilities. I'm not a creative person, or I'm too old to learn that, are stories, not facts. You have the power to edit them. Start by questioning these narratives. Where did they come from? Who told you that? Is there any actual concrete evidence that they are true today? Most often, there isn't. Next, focus on intentional learning. Actively acquiring a new skill is one of the fastest ways to reinvent yourself. It literally forges new neural pathways in your brain. It doesn't have to be career-related. Learn to play the guitar, take an online course in digital marketing, study a new language. The subject matter is less important than the act. The process of being a novice, of struggling and then slowly improving, builds immense confidence. It proves to you, on a fundamental level, that you are adaptable and capable of growth. This newfound confidence will start to spill over into every other area of your life. It's a powerful catalyst for seeing new possibilities for yourself everywhere you look. As you learn and grow, you'll inevitably face discomfort. This is a good sign. The feeling of being slightly out of your depth means you are expanding your boundaries. The comfort zone is a place where nothing grows. True reinvention requires stepping just beyond its edge, into the zone of optimal anxiety, where you feel both challenged and engaged. Lean into that feeling of awkwardness when you try something new. Don't retreat from it. Recognize it for what it is, the physical sensation of your world getting bigger. Each time you push through that initial discomfort, you are reinforcing the idea that you can handle challenges. Your comfort zone actually expands to include this new territory. Another critical element is your environment. You can't expect to grow new flowers if you plant them in depleted soil. Your surroundings deeply influence your mindset and your actions. This includes the people you spend the most time with. Surround yourself with individuals who support your growth, who are curious, and who are on their own paths of evolution. Their energy is contagious. They will inspire you and hold you accountable not to who you were, but to who you are aspiring to become. Seek out these allies. Your physical space also plays a significant role. A cluttered, disorganized home can often reflect and contribute to a cluttered, disorganized mind. You deserve a supportive environment. Clearing out physical clutter can have a surprisingly powerful effect on your mental clarity. It's another way of making space for the new version of you to show up. It doesn't require a complete redesign. Just spending 15 minutes a day tidying one small area can create a sense of control and calm that supports your internal work. Remember that reinvention is not a one-time event. It is a continuous cycle of awareness, small shifts, editing, learning, and stepping into discomfort. It's a lifestyle. There will be moments of doubt and setbacks. You might fall back into old patterns. That's not failure. It's part of the process. Just gently guide yourself back. The goal is not perfection. The goal is progress. It's the commitment to showing up for yourself day after day, making one small aligned choice after another. You are the author of your own story. You have the power to revise, to add new characters, and to start a completely new chapter whenever you feel the call. It's a beautiful, ongoing dance with life, a process of becoming more and more yourself with each passing year, regardless of the number. The journey itself is the reward. Never forget that you are the artist, and your life is the masterpiece. You always hold the brush. What's one small change you are going to make this week? Let us all know in the comments below. And if you found this valuable, please subscribe to Simple Stroke Official.